Lessons by Leeson. Introduction to Lesson 1. Learning to sing is a gradual process of discovery, training, and practice. You discover the potential of your voice by exploring different sounds and sensations. You train the techniques to achieve that potential, and then you practice these techniques the rest of your singing life. To discover the true potential of your voice, be willing to try anything at first. Every sound reveals something about your vocal instrument. There are no bad sounds in this discovery stage. Fear and self-consciousness are your biggest enemies. Training helps you connect what you feel, what you hear, and what you think is happening when you sing. It's like putting together the pieces of a puzzle. Singers use vocalises or vocal exercises to make these connections. Be resigned to the fact that you will have to practice vocalises for some time before the skills you need become habitual. Regular practice warms up your muscles, keeps your voice in condition, and makes your singing consistent. Plan on spending 10 to 30 minutes 5 times a week on vocalises. You'll likely notice improvement within a couple of weeks. Significant progress usually occurs within 3 months, depending on your discipline, your musical ability, your physical awareness, and your imagination. In the context of this guide, discipline means going through the warm-up lessons whether you feel like it or not. It means thinking about explanations and terms until they make sense. It means following instructions with an open mind. Everyone is born with a different level of musical intelligence. A few singers have a special gift, but that should not discourage the rest of us from doing our best through study. Basic music theory, which is a system of musical notation, can be tedious to learn, but knowing how to read music will help you become a better singer. Also, be sure to broaden your casual listening to include a wide variety of singers, classical and popular. Can you sing the same notes, or is your voice off pitch? Can you hold the notes as long as the pros? Can you feel the rhythmic pulse in the music? Listen carefully. This kind of exercise will improve your ability to reproduce what you hear accurately. Singing demands the coordination of many different muscle groups. If you're sensitive to your body and what it's doing, your progress will be faster. Here's a warning to high-energy people. You may be trying too hard. Try relaxing your normal level of physical tension. Think about what you're instructed to do, then do nothing at all. High-energy people tend to be thinner, have stiffer posture, sing sharp or a little too high, and do worse when they're nervous. Here's a warning to low-energy people. You may not be working hard enough. Try overdoing everything at first and keep renewing your effort as you sing. Low-energy people tend to be heavier, have a more relaxed posture, sing flat or a little too low, and do better when they're nervous. For centuries, singers were trained without access to scientific information about the voice. They relied on the senses and imagination. Because so much of the vocal instrument is hidden inside the body, voice teachers use images and analogies to trick the muscles into action. Of course, every singer is limited by the physical attributes of his or her body. No amount of imagining will turn a naturally low voice into a high tenor, which is a high male voice, or a high soprano, a high female voice. But If you can't imagine a particular sound coming from your body, it probably won't happen. Are you a high or low voice? If you're not sure, start with the medium warm-ups. Once you're familiar with the vocalises, try the other versions. If there are notes you can't sing without straining, don't sing these passages at first. Try them again later as you improve. Technique is a system for learning something, in this case singing. It includes all the ideas and methods used to improve and maintain a skill. In the opinion of this voice teacher, there is no single correct singing technique, any more than there is a single correct singing style. You'll hear a lot of contradictory information when you talk to singers about how they sing. The most important thing is to find a system that works for you. The technique described in this introduction is deliberately simple. If you're interested in other approaches, many guides are available. Just don't expect them to agree. You need to become familiar with your voice as an instrument. The vocal instrument is you, your entire body and personality. So, turn up your level of physical awareness. Turn off your social censoring mechanisms. Experiment with posture, breathing, and breath management. Study the terms. Browse the phonetic symbols. Then practice Lesson 1. Find a full-length mirror. What does your posture tell you about yourself, about your physical condition, about your mood and energy level? Bend your knees very, very slightly, feet as wide as your hips. Feel connected to the ground. Inhale through your nose, bringing both arms out halfway from your sides. Pause. Exhale through your mouth, watching your arms as they reach way overhead. Pause. Inhale through your nose again, bringing your arms back down to the halfway point. Pause. Exhale in a slow hiss, relaxing your shoulders comfortably back as your arms return to your sides. In this quiet, stretched, grounded position, take normal breaths. Now look in the mirror again. Has anything changed? Do this stretch before every practice and mid-practice if you're feeling tense or unfocused. It encourages healthy singing posture. Head straight, spine stretched, chest lifted, shoulders relaxed and back. Rib cage expanded, legs slightly apart, knees soft or slightly bent, and weight down into the floor. You breathe all the time without giving it much thought. Take a moment to observe what your body does naturally. Lie down on the floor, couch, or bed, and take a few easy, slow breaths through your mouth and nose together. Feel the cool air flowing through the vocal tract, flowing through the mouth and throat on its way to the lungs. Shut your eyes and try to picture the passages through which the air is flowing based on the coolness inside. Now imagine a sinking feeling in your stomach and abdomen, a feeling like dread or even nausea. Put your hands on your lower ribs and abdomen. Notice where there's movement as you continue to breathe. Music makes unnatural demands on the breathing muscles. You need to learn to be the boss of your breath, getting it in and out of the lungs at the time and speed you dictate. Take a normal breath through your nose and mouth together as if you're going to speak. About midway, stop, as if you've suddenly forgotten what you're going to say. Suspend the air, that is, hold it in the lungs with the body muscles while keeping your throat and mouth open. Hum softly until you're nearly out of air without collapsing your posture. Then relax your throat and mouth and abdomen as if you're about to yawn. Let air sink quickly and quietly deep into your lungs. Now pant. Take tiny breaths in and out for several seconds. Finally, relax and release the remaining air. How much strength and concentration did you need to play with your airflow in this way? Breath management can be drilled into the inhaling and exhaling muscles with time and exercise. A well-trained singer is comfortable with the following: inhaling air quickly and quietly, releasing air slowly without losing good posture, and stopping and starting the airflow at will. Terms. Diaphragm. Your diaphragm is a double dome-shaped muscle at the bottom of your rib cage. It's the main breathing muscle in your body. The diaphragm flattens down when you inhale and returns slowly to its original position when you exhale. Larynx. This is the lump of cartilage, muscle, and one bone that's in your throat. It houses your vocal folds. Vocal folds, otherwise known as vocal cords, are little bands of mucous membrane and muscle that are stretched inside the larynx across your windpipe. They act like a tiny valve. Hard palate. This is the hard roof of your mouth in the front. Soft palate. This is the soft, muscular part of the roof of your mouth in the back. Finally, phonetic symbols. You don't need to be able to read music in order to use these warm-ups, but you might want to refer to this list of phonetic symbols if you're at all confused about the sounds you're supposed to sing. First, the vowels. The letter A sounds like ah, as in the word pot. You can try different versions of ah, some closer to aw, AW, and others more like ah. The letter E sounds like A, as in the word pay. Now in English, A is actually two vowel sounds, an A sliding into a relaxed E. A. This kind of double vowel is called a diphthong. As singers, we try to hold on to the first vowel in the diphthong the longest. The letter I sounds like E, as in feet. The letter O sounds like O, as in the word rope. This is another diphthong in English. The letter U sounds like oo, as in pool. The letters A and E together sound like eh, as in hat. Next, the consonants. We use a BR to represent a lip roll. Brrr. If you're having trouble with this, try to tense your lips as if for a kiss, then blow a little air through them, and then hum energetically at the same time. If you still can't do it, try a tongue trill. Rrr. And if that doesn't work, you can sing a V sound. V. The letter G sounds like G, as in get. HM together is a whimper. It's really just a hum begun with an energetic sigh. The letter J sounds like Y, as in the word you. The letters NG together sound like the end of the word hung. If you can't get the NG started by itself, just sing the word hung. And finally, TH sounds like the beginning of the word think. You're now ready to try lesson 1.